Hello there. I was aware of Russell Brand's video, which I just watched about the euthanasia legislation, and I felt compelled to say something. You know, I knew that the UK were going to have a vote on this, and I know that there's one coming up in France. Macron is trying to push this. Van der Leyen is all set to push that across the EU, and it's already in Canada. MAID, MAID sounds very inoffensive, doesn't it? Medical assistance in dying. That's it. MAID reminds me of something. What could that possibly be? Could it be Soylent Green, perhaps? Could it be Edward G. Robinson's character Solomon Roth going off home? That's what they called it in Soylent Green. They didn't call it Maid, they called it Home. I wonder what they're going to call it in the UK once they bring it in. I heard mention of a word, dignitas. Sounds a bit like quietus from Children of Men. Yeah, they had the same thing in Children of Men. So, it'll all start off very inoffensive. Oh, this poor old granny's really ill and she's suffering and she's got horrible pain, so we must end her suffering. And it'll go on like that for a little while, and then it'll be, oh, you don't look too happy or too well. Oh, perhaps you should go and get this done. And go, oh, well, we're going to cut your benefits. You're not entitled to blah, blah, disability for some strange reason. You could always choose this as an option and eventually end up with, oh, are you feeling sad today? Oh, a bit depressed. Oh, why not sign up for Dignitas? And there'll probably be some incentive like one of your relatives will get like a payout if you go and get it done. And who knows where it'll end up. It'll be like, oh, lost your job? Oh, perhaps you should go and get an injection and just finish it all. I mean, this is utterly disgusting. Who do they think we are? Do you think we're complete morons? They must do. They have no respect for us, no respect for life. We're just useless plebs, useless eaters, ready to be thrown under the bus if we're not productive in society. We can just be got rid of. And they're no doubt going to have a media campaign to encourage people to off their parents, off their family members, off themselves. You're a waste. You're useless. You're not contributing to society. Why are you still here? Go off and get the injection. This is appalling. This is dystopian. And I'm kind of shocked that they're actually so blatant about it, and they're not even trying to pretend that they regard us as human beings. We're just fodder. We're just cattle. We're just cannon fodder. A waste of space that, if you're not paying taxes, then you shouldn't be here. So go on off into the, off to the place where we get rid of people. I thought it was quite telling how this 1973 Soylent Green, how they called it Home to make it sound attractive and nice. And of course, they'll probably have a focus group on what's the most lovely and heartfelt and kind and lovely sounding name that we can call this horrible system in which we euthanize people and get rid of them so we don't have to pay them pensions and disability benefit. That's basically what it is. But of course they're going to try and think up something, aren't they? Something. It's the cat. They're going to think up something that sounds like really cutesy and nice and so, oh, it sounds really lovely. Maybe just go off and get a little injection for myself. Maybe I won't think it through and I'll be gone then, and then I won't be able to think about anything anymore. So this really sucks. This is shameful. Shame on the British government, shame on the Canadian government, shame on the French government and any other bloody government that decides they're going to bring in this legislation. They can all go to hell. They are immoral. This is just disgusting. This is the most ungodly thing I've ever come across, and it needs to be stopped. Okay, fair enough. People who are actually in a very severe medical sort of trauma that's ongoing, okay, there might be case for that, and there can be special circumstances in which permission could be given. But this whole thing is not about that. Who are they kidding? This is about getting rid of people who are a drain on the society, a drain on the government that is already struggling to pay for the existing load that it has to pay out, which is only getting worse. And so the only way they can think of creatively to solve this is just to get rid of us. Get rid of us plebs. It's absolutely unconscionable. It's the most immoral thing I think I've come across, and I just felt I had to make a video about this. This is just so disgusting. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye for now.